Welcome to Uncle Tarot. My name is Brian Griffin. Today I'm recording a VR response to 13 TaroTube questions, apparently originally by Jason of Tarot by the Pines. I discovered it via Martyn and Levi's responses. So here we go, 13 questions. 1. What are your favorite videos to watch? For me, definitely deck walkthroughs are some of the best. I'm on a very tight budget, and so I'm often in between cash flows. So watching to see a walkthrough of a deck that I'm interested in, to see all the cards, and to get the person's sense of what the card stock is like, etc. It's definitely very helpful, and it's a little bit of FOMO, of course, because you get to see stuff you really, really want. But again, patience and all that good stuff. And you may have noticed that Merrick, the Mini Black Panther, has joined me. We'll see how long he stays. Number 2, what are your favorite videos to film? And of course, the answer is none. I am a photographer because I hide behind the camera. I don't like looking at myself. Like many people, I hate the sound of my voice, and so editing, even the minimal editing that I do, is quite painful. But anyways. 3, what are my least favorite videos to watch? The hauls of videos, combined with the occasional bouts of buyer's remorse videos, the anti-hauls where people give up everything, get down to a minimal collection, and then I'll build it back up again. I'm not moralizing about this. I have my own flaws and imperfections, and it's frustrating for me. So that's there. What is my favorite part of the tarot community? Being able to connect with humans around the globe, to meet like-minded people who you don't have to worry about explaining what tarot is or what it can do and what a lot of the symbols are, etc. It's just a great way to build a community from a safe space at home for those of us who are running out of patience with humans. 5, what is my least favorite part of the tarot community? 2, one is fundamentalism, the people who say, this is how you blah, 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 instead of, this is how I blah, blah, blah. If it helps you, that's fine. If not, don't worry about it. And the second part is sensationalism. These videos that you won't believe, blah, 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 or I'm not, well, just pictures of people going all crazy. It's a marketing thing, and I'll talk about that in a second some more. What motivated me to start my channel? Facing down this beast of video that I commented about earlier, and also I'm looking for a visual platform, something beyond Instagram, something a little nicer than Instagram. 7, who most inspires me on YouTube? A, Simon, Hermit's Cave, of course. B, Kalen Conrad. I will spell his name in the notes below. He is, as we used to say, a real shit kicker, and thoughtful and crazy and Canadian and gay and surviving queer bashed and etc. Just a lot of connection points for us there. And then finally, the various parody accounts, generally songs, often political parodies, and some other social things in life. Number 8, number one thing I would change about YouTube tarot community. I commented a bit ago about consumerism and haul videos, etc., etc., etc. So there's an over-focus on pretty things, overproduced decks, overproduced videos. Again, if you see one of my last 2 ramblings videos, I have a background in that. I used to work in marketing. I'm a photographer who takes pretty pictures of roses for one. I have experience in it, and I am a consumer within a consumption-driven society, and so I'm a part of it, and I used to be a bigger part of it. So it's not like I'm moralizing that I'm above all that, because I'm not. I like pretty things, and I like decks that are well produced, but content is, to use the modern term, or quality of content is infinitely more important than the prettiness of the presentation. Having both is nice. Okay, number 9. Number 1 advice to people starting a channel. Go in assuming that at least one person will be annoyed by your existence, and learn to accept and deal with that, and everything else will follow. Number 10, what do I like about YouTube as a whole? I find there's a lot less harassment and distraction than on a lot of other social media platforms, and generally speaking, with much better material, higher quality material, just a better experience. 11, what deck or divination tool do I use but not show online? There isn't really any. There are, all my decks here, I have about 60 combined, and they've not all been seen, but not any of them are being held back other than male nudity decks, because there's no deck that I won't show. And as for other divination tools, I've looked a little bit at astrology, and I've looked at runes and pendulums, etc., and none of them really connect with me. The Oracle card universe, tarot system alone is is a lifetime of study. So the cards are it for me. 12. What is a deck you want but won't buy because you don't support the creator or publisher? I can't recall seeing a deck that I really like that I've learned too much about the creator or publisher to buy. No, a lot of that is because of my limited budget. I do a lot of mass market decks, so the artists tend to be pre-cleared to a degree. Perhaps if I was in a situation where I had a lot of money to spend on acquiring decks, I would be looking a lot more at the unusual decks and unusual artists and do the research and come across somebody. I'm not saying there aren't people out there who I might put into that category. I don't know them. There's a broader discussion of separating art from artist, which is not part of this video, and that's something we can always talk about. And finally, what is my most memorable experience being a part of TaroTube? I'm hoping it's something that happens later this month. We'll see what happens. And that's it. That's my 13. Have a great day.